Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is another Sunday haul. So if you're new here, these are videos where I turn the camera around away from me and on the products, and we open up all the packages I got in throughout the week, swatch things, get a really close-up look at all of the new makeup, and then at the end of the video, I'll let you know what I thought of some of the things that I got a chance to try out. So let's go ahead and jump into the video, and I'll meet you guys back here at the end with some mini reviews. Hey guys, it's Monday and I just got my Essence order in the mail. I saw last week that they had a ton of new products on their website. I wasn't able to get everything because some of them were already sold out, but now I also see that these are available at Ulta. They weren't before, but I think they just popped up on Sunday. So I definitely want to go through all these products and swatch everything just quickly because I always get questions on my nail polish. This week I'm actually wearing two together. I started out with this Essie one called Bikini So Teeny, and I was like, it's just kind of plain, and I was looking for something to go on top of it, and then I saw this one from ILNP. It's the Pink Flamingo shade, and it kind of changed it into like a really pretty purple with like this duochrome shift. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I absolutely love how this came out. So it kind of is like my own custom nail polish. So anyway, I just wanted to share that really quickly in case I got questions on what I'm wearing on my nails. So let's start out, I guess, with the primers. I got two different ones. I have the Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer. So I feel like this seems similar to like the e.l.f. one. There's a Milk Makeup Gripping Primer. It says that it's hydrating and refreshing and it's free from silicone and alcohol. So on the bottle here, it says, allow the formula several seconds to set to activate the full grip effect and then apply your makeup to create a long-lasting makeup look. And it says that it applies transparently. So let's go ahead and just put a little bit on the back of my hand. We'll see kind of what it looks like. It feels very much like the jelly primer from e.l.f. I wonder if this one is even less expensive though, because Essence is usually pretty affordable. I mean, e.l.f. is too, but right now it just feels kind of smooth, but I'm just gonna give it that couple seconds and see if it kind of starts to feel more sticky, because right now it doesn't. Okay, so I just let like 10 seconds go by. Yes, now it does have that same sticky feel that the other ones have. It also doesn't seem to have much of a scent to it, if anything. So yeah, I think that's another really great option if you're looking for one of those sticky kind of primers. I also got this one from their Hello Good Stuff line. This is their Glow Serum Primer. It says hydrating and smooth base with watermelon water and niacinamide. It has 93% natural ingredients. I feel like one of those skincare brands at Sephora, is it Pharmacy, that has the watermelon glow line? This kind of reminds me of that. Let's see. This feels amazing. It has like a really cushiony sort of gel feel, but it feels really hydrating. Oh, and I can definitely smell the watermelon. I don't even have to put my nose up to it. It's actually a pretty strong watermelon scent. I like it. I think it smells like summer. It's very refreshing, but I wanted to mention that in case you guys are sensitive to fragrance. And I love the dewy glow that this is giving my skin. Like, look at the difference between my hands. It's not shimmery. There's no glitter in the formula, but it just makes my skin look so like healthy and plump. And it also kind of has like a cooling sensation to it as well, which is really nice. So I'm really excited to give this one a try. It really kind of feels like skincare, but it's also supposed to be a primer. I also have a new mascara from Essence. This is their Another Volume Mascara, just better. It says it has hyaluronic acid and panthenol. And as a rule, I love Essence's mascaras. A few of them have been a flop for me, but generally they're pretty good. Ooh, I like the brush on this one right away. It's kind of like the Lash Princess one, but it's not tapered, but I feel like the bristles look the same. So I will definitely be trying this one out. I honestly can't resist like a new mascara. I always have to try them all. They also have some brand new highlighters. I got this pink one because I was thinking it might be a good glowy blush. And this one is the shade Divine number 4. The packaging and the pattern on the powder looks just like their blushes called The Blush, except this one is a little bit larger than those. So let's just go ahead and swatch this one and we'll see what it looks like. I'm kind of disappointed that it's a little lighter than it looked on the website. So I don't know that I can use this for a blush, even on my skin tone, but let's see. I mean, yeah, it looks more like a highlighter to me. Yeah, it's not as pink as I was hoping for. but it's a really beautiful highlighter though, or I could use this as just like a blush topper just to add a little bit of glow. So that's really, really pretty. And then also I got two new blush slash bronzers. These are called Kissed by the Light Illuminating Powder. So this one has some pink in it. I was thinking this might be more blush-like, and this one is just all brown, so it looks more like a bronzer. The pink one is Star Kissed, and then the bronze one is Sun Kissed. And it just says that it's a multi-use illuminating powder. So I figured we would swatch these as well. Let's go ahead and start with this one. I'm not quite sure what this black smudge is here. It's kind of a little bit concerning. Maybe it's just from like the machinery or whatever that pressed this. But anyway, let's go ahead and just, I guess, swirl all the colors together and see what happens. All right, I'm just gonna put these on my arm, I guess. So this pink one actually doesn't come out pink at all. It's very bronzy still, but I like that because I think the pink kind of makes it a little bit cooler. It's more of a pink tone bronzer, which is definitely what I prefer because I have pink tone skin. So I'm wondering now if maybe this one was just like the one for lighter skin tones and this one might be a little bit deeper because it definitely looks that way. So I'll show you a close-up of what this one looks like. Yeah, I have a feeling this one's gonna go on a lot darker than the other one. So let's see. Actually, no, it's not that much darker, but it's definitely warmer in tone. So I think for my skin tone, I prefer the lighter one, but this almost has like a peachy glow. It's very pretty. It could even be like a peachy, glowy, shimmery blush, even if I don't use it all over for bronzer, but these are also very shimmery. So I don't know how much I would use this all over my face. I sometimes like a little bit of a glow in a bronzer, but this is sort of a lot. So I might just use these for cheek products. I'm not sure. I'm gonna definitely have to test them out and let you guys know. And then the last product I got from them is the Roma eyeshadow palette, and I feel like Essence's eyeshadows are very hit or miss, so I don't really know what to expect with this one. I love their little 6-pan eyeshadows, but some of their larger palettes I haven't been the biggest fan of. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch this one and see what it's like. But I think the color story is really pretty. It's definitely very summery. They had another one, like a London one, that had like some blue and some red. I was definitely more drawn to this one. So let's do a couple of live swatches on my hand just so we can get an idea of what the formula is like, and then I'll show you guys the whole palette swatched out on my arm. Let's try a couple of shimmer shades first. So I'll pick up this one, maybe this one down here. Okay, so that one is really pigmented. It has a little bit of like a crumbly feel to it though. Same with this one. I don't know if you can see, it kind of went on like a little chunky. It's not super smooth. See this one here and this one. That one was a lot smoother and really, really like foiled. And that one too. That one seems really smooth. All right, let's pick up a couple of the matte shades. I really want to see these greens. This turquoise is really pretty. And then this deeper green. That one's a little disappointing in the way it swatches. It might apply better. That one too. I mean, it's not like super, super pigmented. I have a feeling these are going to be more buildable, but that's not a bad thing. All right, so there's that one again, just built up. They seem to build up very easily. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch this palette out on my arm. We can see what it looks like. All right, so here's the palette all swatched out. It's very, very peachy overall. If you cover up these two like turquoise and green shades, it just looks like a peachy warm tone palette basically. So I feel like those definitely threw me off. Otherwise, I think a lot of the tones are just very similar in here. I did build up each matte shade like twice, so I swatched it twice just so that you could see the colors a little bit better. I don't have super high hopes for this palette, but it is very affordable, so I'm curious to see if I can just make it work and look good on my eyes, so I'll hopefully play with it this week and let you guys know my thoughts. I also got two new cream blushes from Profusion, and these were from their Super Bloom collection. I already showed the palettes in a video last week, but I hadn't gotten a chance to show these. So I want to open these up and take a quick look. There's two different shades. We have Hibiscus and Rose Petal. All right, so here's what the packaging looks like just out of the box. Really cute packaging. And so here is Hibiscus first. And this one is Rose Petal, which is a little bit deeper. It kind of looks like a brick red color. So I'm just going to swatch these and see what the formula is like. They definitely have an emollient feel. To me, they feel just like the Milani ones. All right, let's do a swatch. Oh my gosh, though that is incredibly sheer. It's hardly showing up. Like when I put my finger in here, you can see that not much color is coming off. And they actually feel very slick, even when I put them on my skin. The Milani ones, while they feel emollient initially, when you go to apply them, they kind of sink into your skin and dry down to a powder right away. This is kind of remaining a little bit, not sticky, but kind of like a Vaseline sort of a feel. A little greasy. So let me see what this one is like. This one seems to have a little more color payoff, but it's still sheer when you go to blend it out. And it feels the same way. These are definitely a little bit on the greasy side. So I don't know how I really feel about that. They're not sticky, but I don't really like a cream blush that doesn't dry down all the way. So I'm going to give these a couple minutes to kind of dry, and we'll see if they retain that feel or if they actually do dry down. So I'll be right back. All right, so it's been about 2 minutes. They definitely feel a little bit drier, but let me just see if they blend out at all. That one almost disappears. Yeah, it's still not completely dry because I can kind of move the product still and blend it out this way, but they just kind of fade to nothing when you blend them, even the darker one, which is really kind of disappointing. Oh man, I was expecting to really love these, and I normally do love Profusion stuff, but I mean, that's not even going to show up on me, that lighter one, and I'm really pale. In the compact, it looks like a beautiful color. Just for comparison's sake, Milani has one that's very similar in tone, and look at the way that this one applies. It shows up really well on the first swipe, and even when you go to blend it out, it doesn't completely fade away. Like you can still see it really well. Yeah, there's like a huge difference between these two. So I'm kind of bummed about this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you guys tried these? I know a few of you had said that you were thinking about picking these up along with the new palette. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Hey guys, it's Tuesday evening and I just got my Abh Nouveau palette in the mail, so very, very excited to test this one out. I think the shades in this palette look so, so pretty. It's not really like a summery looking palette to me. It almost looks more like an early fall kind of vibe, but I think it's more on the unique side. I did do a post on Instagram and also on my YouTube community tab showing some palettes that I felt like they looked really close to this one, but none of them seem to be an exact match. So I feel like this is a little bit more unique. I think it really has some beautiful earth tones going on, really with the exception of this wisteria shade. I think if you kind of cover that up, it really is just mostly earth tone. So as always, let's do a couple of live swatches and then I'll swatch out the whole palette. I'm expecting that the formula is going to be good. Let's do some shimmer shades first. This one looks so pretty. It's kind of like a duochrome. They have a little tiny bit of fallout, just some little crumbly bits that are falling there, but these are so metallic and really, really beautiful. Let's try just another shade or two here. I mean, they are incredibly pigmented, but yeah, there's definitely some like crumbly fallout going on. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that one either. That one is more like a duochrome. It didn't look like it in the pan, but those are super, super pretty. Let's check out some of the matte shades. I definitely want to try Wisteria. I heard from a few people already saying that it's like a little bit patchy. Yeah, these have a lot of fallout too. I could tell already, like we're definitely going to have to tap off the brush a lot. You can see just like the crumbles coming down, but I mean, I don't know. It seems really pigmented in one swipe. Just try one or two more. It's a very, very soft formula, which I think ABH is definitely known for. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just swatch this all out on my arm and I will be right back. All right, so here are all the shades. I'm really, really loving like this shade right here. I think this is beautiful. This one is kind of like a green that shifts to gold a little bit. You have this duochrome down here. So there are definitely some more unique and special shades mixed in with regular ones. Like I said during the live swatches, some of them are particularly crumbly. These first two right here have a lot of fallout going on when you try to swatch them, and the matte shades are very soft and powdery. So that might present some challenges while you're applying the shadows to your eyes, but I think if you've used Anastasia shadows in the past, then you're probably used to that with this formula. So overall, I think it's beautiful. I really cannot wait to try it out. I had also gotten a PR package from Versed, and they sent over their brand new Weekend Glow Daily Brightening Moisturizer. So this is a moisturizer that has vitamin C and cloudberry oil. It says that the vitamin C is 2 stabilized forms that brightens dullness and firms the skin. Cloudberry seed oil is an emollient, rich in essential fatty acids that heals dryness and smooths texture. And then it also has carrot root extract to neutralize free radicals and shield from blue light. So it says that right now it's only at Verst's website, but it'll be coming to Target in August. So basically, in a nutshell, it says that it's for dullness and dryness, and use me if you want a strong moisture barrier and a healthy radiant glow. Just put a little bit on. I just am curious what the texture is like. It's very thin, very lightweight, so I think it'll be a good summertime moisturizer. I'm not sure how much moisture it's going to be for my dry skin, because usually I'm looking for something very, very thick. But in the summertime, it might work out okay, or even just if I want the vitamin C benefits, I could always layer this underneath another moisturizer. But yeah, just as I'm working it into my skin, like, it's definitely hydrating, but I don't feel like it's going to be quite enough moisture for me. So yeah, definitely if you're more oily or combo or even normal skin, I think this would be totally fine. I'm probably just going to layer it, like I said, underneath something else. But in general, I've had such great luck with Versed skincare products. They're really affordable and they have amazing ingredients. Here's a look at the ingredient list in case you want to check it out. It's a little bit hard to read because it kind of goes around the side. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Versed. If you have any favorites from them, let me know down in the comments below. Hey guys, it's Wednesday and I got 2 packages in the mail. I had ordered some palettes from What's Up Beauty. I got them on Amazon, and also I got a PR package from First Aid Beauty. This is their new mineral sunscreen. So I figured we'd take these upstairs, open everything up, and do some quick swatches, see what these look like. I'm so excited. I saw Tati show this one in a video and it looked so beautiful, and also people in my Facebook group were talking about them, so I figured I'd try them out. All right, guys, so let's head upstairs and see what these look like. All right, so before we check out the palettes, let's look at the sunscreen from First Aid Beauty really quick. This is a zinc oxide formula, SPF 30 broad spectrum. It says that it's safe for sensitive skin. It claims to be a non-greasy formula that doesn't leave a white cast, and it has non-nano zinc oxide and avocado oil. It also says that it's Hawaii compliant, safe for sensitive skin, and non-comedogenic, so it won't clog pores or cause breakouts. So if it doesn't leave a white cast, I'm assuming it must have some sort of a tint to it. Let's see. So here's what the bottle looks like. Really cute. It's 1.7 fluid ounces. And it comes in a pump, which I really like. Oh, actually, it does come out white. Huh. How is this not going to leave a white cast? Let's see. It has a very silky feel to it though. Wow, it feels just like a chemical formula. It doesn't feel thick like a lot of zinc oxide ones do. Huh, look at that. It actually is disappearing into my skin. The white cast is just completely going away. That is so weird. I wasn't expecting that to rub in, but it actually does. And it rubs in really fast. Like, my skin right now feels super hydrated and moisturized, but doesn't feel like sunscreen. It has no scent to it whatsoever. And yeah, I would not say my skin has a white cast at all. It just looks more moisturized than this one. This hand is really, really dry right now. I have a couple tinted formulas that I like, but I have heard a lot of people say that they can't wear the tinted ones because they're too dark for them. So I feel like this would be a really nice option. Wow, so I'm just really, really impressed by this one. I think it feels really nice and it's completely clear. So that is awesome. Let's check out these palettes now. So I got two of them. I got Desert Monsoon and Geodes. So this one was the one that Tati had shown in her video. And these look absolutely stunning. From what I could tell, What's Up Beauty, I guess, started as a nail polish company because they have mostly nail stuff, but they also have these palettes. They do have an Amazon store, which is where I got these from. And the company is based in the United States. The eyeshadow palettes are made in Italy. So let's open this one up. I love the packaging. That is so pretty. And then here's what it looks like. Just take the little film off. Isn't this gorgeous? I don't know how many of you guys have seen this yet or if you guys have tried these palettes, but I just think they look so stunning. Definitely we have to do some swatches. So let's just look at the other one really quick and see what that one looks like. So same thing, this one is also made in Italy and I love the packaging on this one too. This is so pretty. So this one looks like a little bit of a deeper color story. Super, super pretty. All right, so let's dig into these. I guess, I don't know, I have this one open, so let's just start with this one. So I want to see what the shimmers feel like first. Oh, wow. That looks like it's going to be really pigmented. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of fallout happening, but let's try the pink and the green first. Oh, wow. Those are really shiny. Look at that. But they're not glittery. They're just incredibly foiled and metallic. Let's try a couple more. See the purple and the blue. Sometimes these colors can be a little bit more difficult to formulate. That one's not quite as metallic, the purple, as the first two. Actually, both of these aren't. So these two I think are just the most shiny, but these definitely also have some shine to them as well. All right, let's try a couple of matte shades. So we have this brown up here. Oh my gosh, these look really pigmented as well. Let's see. All right, so these, at least the brown one kind of went on patchy, but I realized my hand is a little sticky too from the mineral sunscreen that I just put on. So I don't know if it's just kind of clinging to that because it looks sort of wet in the middle there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch this on my arm and then that way we'll be able to see it like not on top of the sunscreen. So hold on one second. Okay, so here it is all swatched out. It definitely swatches a lot better on just bare skin than it did over that sunscreen. So yeah, the matte shades are way smoother and not like grabbing to my skin. And these shimmer shades are just so beautiful. This is one that I didn't live swatch, but look at like the shift that it has, this pink, it kind of shifts from pink to purple. I'm really, really excited about these palettes because the formula seems great. It just seems really high quality and I love just the whole presentation. So really, really excited. Let's go ahead and swatch the other one. So there's a few that I really want to live swatch. This one, Crystal, looks like a duochrome. That looks so beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that. All right, so there's that one. This one, Earth-like, also looks like a duochrome. So let's try that one. Okay, so here's Crystal. That is so gorgeous. And here's Earth-like. That one too. Okay, this palette might be my favorite already. I can see just wearing these two shades all the time. This one, Rose Quartz, looks like it also might have a little bit of a shift to it. Not sure. Yeah, definitely does. And I want to see this green. Wow. All right, and then here's the green. This one's a little bit crumbly. Just get some of the extra off of there. But this is one of those super metallic ones. Oh my gosh, how pretty is this, you guys? All right, let's swatch a couple of mattes. I'll do this one. It doesn't have a ton of matte shades in here. It's mostly shimmers. I feel like that's really what they focus on, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes out of 12. Yeah, these swatch a lot more smoothly. on just bare skin. All right, so here it is. And yeah, I think I like this one a little bit better than the other one, but they're both beautiful. I just can see myself wearing these colors a little bit more. So I would love to hear your thoughts down below if you have tried these already, if you've seen them, and what your thoughts are. I also got a package from Moira Beauty that I wanted to share with you guys. They sent over some of their brand new releases. So they have new Set and Correct finishing powders, luminizer lip glosses, and also these brow highlighter duos. I also have a coupon code with Moira, so I'll go ahead and leave that down below in case you guys end up placing an order. But yeah, I've just really been super impressed with their products. I think they're affordable and just really great quality. So let's take a look at the powders first. We have number 100, 200, and 300, and they're color correctors. So each one is going to be for a different thing. And on the back, it says that it's an ultra fine weightless formula with 4 complementary shades that will correct uneven skin tone, brighten and add radiance to your complexion. It's also supposed to reduce the appearance of your pores and soften your skin. So let's take a quick look. So on their website, it says that this one, Shade 100, is a neutralizer for fair to light skin tones. Then the pink one is for light to medium skin tones. This one is for medium. And then they also have number 400 for deep skin tones, which they didn't send me. So I think what you're supposed to do is just swirl your brush around in all the different shades. I can quickly just swatch these for you guys and just see kind of what they feel like. It has a nice velvety feel to it. And just putting it on my skin, I mean, it basically goes on translucent, but this area where I put my skin right now feels so smooth. Oh my goodness. And it doesn't feel like powder either. It just kind of melts into my skin and completely disappears. So I'm wondering if this could actually be a powder that I can use on my dry skin that gives that really like flawless look, but doesn't look like a powder. So I'm really, really excited. Definitely am gonna test these out this week. But yeah, the first two went on kind of translucent, so I wonder if this one's going to have a little bit of color to it. This is the medium one, number 300. It looks like it has a little bit of color, but just barely. It really doesn't show up on my skin either. It's maybe making my skin look a little bit yellowy or kind of orangey in that one spot. So I think I would probably be more likely to use the other two unless maybe I was self-tanning and my skin was a little bit darker. But yeah, I'm just really, really excited for these. I love that poreless look that a powder can give, but on my dry skin, I just feel like they all end up looking really cakey on me. So hopefully I'll be able to let you guys know by the end of the video my thoughts on these because I'm going to try them this week for sure. Next up, we have the Luminizer Lip Gloss, and this says that it's a lip treatment serum. Ooh, that sounds really good as well. They sent a ton of different colors, so we're gonna swatch these as well. It looks like they have some that are more of like a shimmery finish over here, and then some that are more, not matte because it's a gloss, but like cream. All right, so I don't know if this is all the colors because there's definitely some numbers that are skipped. So they may have just sent me like a selection, but not every single shade. I'm not positive, but let's go ahead and swatch, I guess, the shimmery ones first, and then we'll do the others. I'm just gonna move this box because I feel like it makes the camera try to focus on that. So these seem to be completely unscented, which is great. And yeah, that shows up really nicely. It has some good pigmentation. Sometimes formulas like this just kind of end up being a little bit of sparkle with no color, but this actually, like, the color does show up. This one is Kai. I really like the look of this one. Yeah, like, look at how pigmented it is. And these feel like they're not going to be sticky. I know they're supposed to be like a treatment gloss, so hopefully they're kind of more of a liquid lip balm. And then this one is Red Hot. Wow. Lip glosses normally do not have this level of pigment, so that's pretty amazing. Pretty much what you see in the tube is what you get, which I love. That's awesome. Okay, so the next three are Lucky Charm, Dare Me, and Juliette. So these don't have any sparkle or shimmer in them. Okay, so here's Lucky Charm. This one's like a nude. Very, very pretty. And then we have Dare Me, which is like a deeper nude. I really like this color. It's kind of like a 90s brown. And then Juliette is more of like a pinky nude. I really like this color a lot. And these, man, they're so pigmented. For a gloss, that's really nice. And then the last three are Lovebird, Knock Knock, and Hey Girl. So first up is Lovebird. And this one's like a pinky brown. It's similar to this one, but just with a little bit more pink in it. It's a little more rosy. And then we have Knock Knock. This one is kind of like a taupey, almost like lavender. It's got a little bit of purple in it. And then Hey Girl is like a deep red, but without the shimmer. The only thing about these darker colors though is that I worry with a gloss that they're gonna come off like on your teeth or smear like outside of your lip lines a little bit. Usually when I wear a really dark color, I want it to be something kind of budge proof. But anyway, there's all the colors. I will definitely try these out this week as well and let you know at the end of the video my thoughts on the formula and how they feel and wear and all of that stuff. And then last but not least, we have the dual brow highlighter pencils. So these each come with a matte shade on one side and a shimmery shade on the other. So traditionally you could use these under like the arch of your brow just to kind of make that pop. But on the Moira website, it says these can also be used on your eyes as well as just around your face. Like if you want to use them as a cream highlight, like on your Cupid's bow, bridge of nose, or on your cheekbones, things like that. So that is so cool. I feel like it's a really multi-use product. So why don't we just swatch all of these? I have shades 1, 2, and 3. 1 is light pink, 2 is nude beige, and then number 3 is medium sand. So let's start with the lightest one first. So here we have the matte pencil. Ooh, this is so creamy. Yeah, this is the matte side. Super creamy, like effortless to draw on. I have a feeling that the highlighter side is going to be incredible to use like around your face. That's so pretty. It's like a subtle highlight. It's not anything too shimmery at all. It's almost like a satiny highlight. That is so gorgeous. All right, next up we have nude beige. I cannot get over how creamy these are. All right, and then here's the shimmery side. Okay, and then medium sand is this one. I almost feel like the matte shades in each one is even a little bit creamier than the shimmer one, which is sort of interesting. I was expecting that to be the other way around and the matte side to be drier. Oh, this one looks like the tip is broken. I didn't even do anything with it yet, but all right. They are very soft pencils, so I feel like you have to kind of be careful with how hard you press. Normally, I don't think you'd be drawing this much if you're just going under your brow a little bit or like on a small area of your face. But yeah, these are so pretty and definitely more of a unique product. I mean, I've definitely seen them before. Sorry, I just want to smudge this one and see how it blends. Yeah, I've seen products like this before, but I feel like not in a really long time. It's one of the things I really love about Moira is that they just have like such a wide variety of products. It's not just the same old thing all the time. So yeah, I mean, it's so creamy. It just blends out really, really easy. This one too. And I love just that really subtle glow that it gives. I really want to try these on my cheeks and see how that works out as a highlighter. Sorry, I just got like a piece of fuzz in there. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in a product like this? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. All right, guys, I'm back. So let's get into some mini reviews of the products that I did get a chance to try out. There's so many things, so I'm just gonna make it pretty brief as much as I can. So first, let's start with the Essence products. The first thing I wanted to talk about is their Fix and Last Jelly Primer. So this one actually had a little bit of a learning curve for me. I was expecting it to be similar to the e.l.f. Power Grip or the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, and it is and it isn't. It has a very different feel off the start. So the e.l.f. one and the Milk Makeup one, when you first apply those, they feel sticky pretty much right away. And this one I actually thought felt very smoothing on my skin, and it also like kind of felt like an oil almost. It was really weird. And I disregarded what they said on the back, and I just went ahead and put my makeup right on top of it. I didn't give it a few minutes to kind of set and get tacky. So the first time I used it, I put my foundation on and I felt like my foundation foundation wasn't sticking. It was slipping all over my face, especially on my nose. It just kind of kept wiping away every time I tried to put another layer. It would just kind of separate, and it was really frustrating, and I was about to write this off, and then the next day I remembered that when I was reading the back of the bottle, it said to give it a few minutes to set. So when I did that, it actually does get tacky, but it takes a couple of minutes. So you can't just put your foundation right on top of this. You do have to wait and just kind of let it set a little bit. And then it actually worked beautifully. The second day, I felt like it really did grip my makeup, and I kind of like this one a little better than the e.l.f. one and the Milk Makeup, just because it does have that really silky kind of feel to it initially, and also it feels a little bit more hydrating on my skin. Those are a little bit lighter weight, and they just don't have that same kind of smoothing feel that this one did. So I actually do like it, but I just wanted to warn you ahead of time, if you are planning to try this, let it sit for a couple minutes. Don't just put your makeup straight on top of it. The Hello Good Stuff Watermelon Primer also was very nice. It just kind of felt like skincare though. I didn't really feel like it did much. It did leave my skin looking a little bit dewy, but once I put foundation on, it wasn't enough that it actually like showed through. At least I didn't feel like it did. Maybe if you're wearing something super light coverage, you could still see a little bit of the glow from this. But yeah, just overall, I felt like this was a really nice just base for putting makeup on top of. It didn't like smooth my pores and all that type of stuff. I think it's really just supposed to give you that dewy effect. And I also did really like the watermelon scent and how it felt cooling. I think it'll be really nice on hotter summer days. I did not get a chance to try out the Rome palette, so I'm just gonna save that one for another day. If you guys would like to see an in-depth review on that, let me know. As far as the highlighter from Essence, I did try to use this as a blush, but as I thought, it is way too light, and it's disappointing because even if you look at it on the Ulta website, it looks so much darker than this. It looks like a pink blush. So I was a little bummed about that, but it is a beautiful pink highlight. So I put it on top of a blush the other day, and I thought it looked really, really pretty. I didn't try these shimmery bronzers yet from Essence, so I definitely do have to try that at some point. The Profusion blushes really disappointed me. These do not have much pigmentation at all, and they're just very slippery, and they don't build upon themselves very easily. They just kind of slide all around, and the pigmentation is just not there. So I was pretty disappointed with these. I thought that the Essence Another Volume Mascara was pretty nice. It gives, I would say, more volume than it does length. So I'll show you guys a quick before and after photo. It gives a good amount of volume. So I did like the way my lashes looked, but I'm still really loving the Tarte Tubing Mascara even better that I showed in my last video. So I feel myself wanting to reach for that more than this one. But if you're looking for mascara to give you volume and not necessarily length, I think this is a really good one. It also did not smudge on me at all. It lasted the whole day, and sometimes Lash Princess, as much as I love that one, can definitely smudge underneath my eyes, and this one really was long lasting, so I will give it that as well. I thought that was really nice. Next up, I've been loving this mineral sunscreen from First Aid Beauty. This is so nice. I've been wearing it underneath my foundation, and it just feels like I'm applying skincare. So it's really hydrating, it's not sticky, it doesn't have a weird sunscreen smell. It's really everything that I could ever want in a sunscreen. So I really have been enjoying this formula a lot. I definitely think it's worth trying. The Abh Nouveau palette, I am kind of like on the fence about. I'm not loving it, to tell you the truth, and it's not really because of the colors. I think the colors are stunning. I think it's more the formula for me. It is so powdery and so dusty. Let me just quickly show you guys a video of me putting my brush into some of these matte shades, and they just go everywhere. It's so dusty. It takes me back to the days of Subculture when everybody was complaining about how powdery it was. And I don't hear anybody really mentioning that with this palette. I looked at Sephora and all of the reviews are positive. I don't know if they're filtering them or if they just haven't caught up to the negative reviews yet. I think there was only 18 of them when I looked. They were all 4 and 5 stars. So I was a little kind of like, did anybody not like this palette? Because I just had a lot of trouble with it. When I went to use the shades Wisteria and Floor, these two right here, the lighter ones, they hardly showed up. I had to keep on building and building because they were so powdery, they just kind of blended away, which is an issue that I have with a lot of Milani's eyeshadows as well. And I have really fair skin. If these colors don't show up on me, like who are they going to show up on? I don't know. I may have to try it over like a gripping primer or something. Maybe that'll help a little bit. And also the shimmer shades were very crumbly. I used this one, Lily, right here, and it has little micro glitters in it, and as I was applying it with my finger, I could feel the micro glitters falling into my eye, onto my cheek. So it just was like a very messy palette to work with overall. And a lot of the shimmer shades in this palette felt that way when I was swatching it. They're very crumbly. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit more. I did only use a few shades in the palette, so I don't know if the whole palette is like that. But I just felt myself getting a little bit frustrated when I was using this just because of like the massive amount of fallout that it has. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you've tried this palette yet and what your thoughts are on it. Because like I said, I haven't heard much negativity, and I don't mean to be negative, but I just want to be honest about my experience with you guys and let you know kind of how I feel about it. The What's Up Beauty palette, on the other hand, I'm wearing today in the video, the Geodes one. It is so beautiful, and this one applied like a dream. It had zero fallout. I used this shade Rock right here just as a crease color, and then I put Earth-like on my lid. So really the look that I'm wearing is just two colors, that's it. But Earth-like, even though it does have some glitter particles in it that make it look really shiny, it had zero fallout. There was no glitter coming down anywhere. I have no glitter on my face or in my eyes, which is awesome. And the matte shade as well, I didn't find it to be powdery. It really gripped my eyes well, but yet blended really nicely. This is the first time I'm using this palette, but I was definitely impressed with it right off the start. So I'm excited to keep on using this one as well. On my cheeks today, I'm actually wearing the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush in the shade Barbados. This is a bronzy shade, which if you saw my video trying on all the colors, it really surprised me so much. It looks like kind of a dark brownish shade in here, but on your cheeks, it's the most beautiful glowy bronze. So I was really excited to just use this one again. I know it wasn't part of this video, but I just had to mention it. I am obsessed with these right now. They're so nice. So if you missed that video, definitely watch it after this one if you have time, because all of the shades are just so, so pretty. And then when it comes to the Moira products, oh my gosh, so in love with some of these. So first is the powder. I'm blown away by this. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know how like anti-powder I am. They never work for me. I always feel like things look so cakey on my dry skin. And I have tried some decent powders like the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate one. That one is okay. The Charlotte Tilbury one is okay, but they still don't make me like want to use them. This literally is invisible on your skin. When you go to put it on, as you saw when I was swatching them, you see no powdery residue. They just kind of melt, and it's like not even a powder, but yet it mattifies your skin and just makes everything so smooth. Let me just show you guys a before and after of my cheeks. So on the left is before I applied the powder. You can definitely see my pores. Then on the right side, look at how much it minimized them and just kind of airbrushed my skin and made it look so much smoother. This takes away shine. Actually, this is the pink shade that I didn't show in the video because I forgot to press the record button. So I just want you guys to see what it looks like. I can just dust this on my skin anywhere and it just takes away the shine and makes everything feel like glass, like just the smoothest canvas. I feel like this is going to be amazing to just set foundation with so that powders will blend beautifully on top of it. And also just for setting the under eye, this has been phenomenal. So I highly, highly recommend checking these out if you're looking for like a really invisible looking powder on your skin. Those are so good. I'm also wearing one of the Luminizer glosses. I'm wearing the shade Dare Me, which looks brown in the tube. This is the one I think I said was kind of like a 90s brown. But on your lips, because they are still a little bit sheer, I feel like some of the pink of my lips comes through and it doesn't look like a chocolatey brown color. It just really kind of looks like a pinky nude. So it's so, so pretty. And I love the formula. It doesn't have a scent to it. It really feels like a liquid lip balm. It is so hydrating, really comfortable to wear. And I've been wearing this one for like about an hour, I would say. And I still have just a little hint of shine left, but I feel like it's kind of sinking into my lips and just hydrating and conditioning them. It doesn't feel like a slippery mess sitting on top. It just feels like my skin is sort of drinking it in. So I feel like these are a really nice lip gloss and definitely something like if you're placing a Moira order, just add one on. It's $8 or $8.50, I think. Plus I have the 15% off code as well. And last but not least, these eyebrow pencils too are really wowing me. It's funny because the 3 products from Moira I wasn't as excited about as some of the other things that I had, but now that I'm using them, I'm actually more excited about these than anything else just because they work so well. well, and the quality is just really so good. So I haven't used this brow pencil yet. I just wanted to quickly show you what a difference it makes. So as you guys know, this eyebrow is a little higher than this one on me. Like if I take this pencil, this is the matte side, and just kind of drag it under the arch of my brow, it just kind of adds a little bit of like lifted effect and kind of wakes up that area a little. You can also take either the matte side or the shimmery side. I'll just take the shimmery one and just use it as an inner corner highlight as well. It's so creamy and it just kind of adds a little pop to the inner corner of your eye. You can also take the shimmery side and just put a little bit like on the bridge of your nose. It's not glittery. It just adds like the tiniest little bit of glow. And like on your Cupid's bow. I don't even know if it's showing up on camera, but in real life, it just gives a really subtle little pop of highlight in certain areas. I just have to do my other brow though. So anyway, guys, that's everything that I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, especially if you like these videos. That way you don't miss them when they pop up in your feed, and also if you like dupes and drugstore makeup, I do a lot of those here on my channel. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. We're actually on our way to Maine tomorrow. I'm filming this on Friday, so I'm already there as you're watching this, so I won't be posting videos this week. But I'll see you guys when I get back, so take care and I'll see you then. Bye guys.